Hello and welcome to another tutorial on OoT Randomizer. This time around we're gonna see some advanced tricks. That's right, some advanced tricks that you can use to speed up your runs and do some out of order, out of logic checks. These are not tricks that you're going to use every single run. In fact, you're going to use them very sparsely most of the time, but they really can make a huge difference in a couple seeds. I have won seeds on the back of these tricks and also have lost when I didn't think of doing them or didn't know how to do them just yet. Alright? So the first thing you might be asking yourself is, hey, Graffiti, you're going to teach us advanced tricks, and how are you going to win races if we know how to do everything you know how to do? But what you fail to realize is that I myself used advanced tricks. So that is advanced squared. You'll be only using simple advanced tricks, all right? So that is something to keep in mind. We have a couple secrets up our sleeve that will be used in future races, hopefully. So the first one we're going to see here is the graveyard box with Boomerang. This is going to take place obviously in the graveyard. So that's something that you're going to do as child. Obviously you're going to have to use the Boomerang for it. And we're going to go into the graveyard coming from Kakariko, for example. I'm going to fast forward. We're using the OoT practice ROM here. And yeah, you come here as child. Obviously you must have the Boomerang. That is given. And you come in here. I don't know, maybe you're doing Dempe, maybe you're doing check on the Sunsong grave, the composer's grave up there. And then you come up here and bam, you see, well, to check the box, right, you target and then roll, and then you go into first person and you can see the very bottom of the item up there. Let me go to the better scene here. There we go. Right, so you look up there and there's a very important item. I don't know, a hammer, a strat upgrade, something like that. So right off the bat you think, I'm going to go into Zora's River, I'm going to buy a bean, come back, and then as I come here as adults, I'm going to be able to pick up the box. That's fine, but first you might not have bombs or silver scale, so no access to Zora's River, or secondly, you don't have Nocturne, so you can't teleport right up there to Shadow Temple, and then you're going to lose a lot of time going back and forth between here to Zora River and back, and then to Adult, to Temple of Time, and back here. If you have the Boomerang, what you can do is this. You're going to go all the way up to this wall, target the fence, climb it. Right? So I just climbed the fence. And I am perpendicular to the wall here. This is important. Now you're going to slowly walk off the fence and hold to it. Right? Now you're going to hold target and climb the fence. There we go. Now you're in the perfect position. Now you're going to turn 90 degrees to your right. Perfect position. Now you're going to pull out your Boomerang. And this is kind of hard to explain. Let me change the scene here to show you guys what I mean. You can imagine that there's some sort of an angle here in Link's head. It's basically like a hexagon, right? So there's this angle here, right, between the top left part of the head and the bottom part. So I'm looking at this vertex here, okay, that I'm pointing out with my mouse right now. So you want this vertex here to be exactly on this line on the windmill, the very top of the windmill. So, like this. Right? There we go. Now you're going to let go of the Boomerang. You don't hold target, okay? Don't mind the target. You're going to do 2 side hops to the right and 2 backflips. And the item comes to you. Alright? So this is a very, very handy trick to do if you have early Boomerang. It can save you massive amounts of time. Okay? So once again, I'm going to demonstrate one more time just so it becomes clear. Target the fence, walk off it, hold target, climb back, turn right, Boomerang, aim the vertex there on the left side of the head with the very top of the windmill, let go, 2 side hops right, 2 backflips. And then the item comes to you. Alright? So this is the first trick I wanted to show you. Second one is going to be domain entry with hovers. So this is entering Zora's domain. as adult with hover boots. Let's go. So we're going to go to Zora's river from woods as adult. There we go. So frequently you're going to have a case where Ice Cavern is going to be Whale the hero, and on occasion you will not have Zelda's Lullaby just yet. So what you can do in logic is like do all the checks that you need to find Zelda's Lullaby, and then come here, play the song, enter and do what you need to. If you have hover bits though, what you can do is you come from woods here, which is usually the case, you climb. Now you're going to equip your hovers. You're going to go into first person. Now what you want here is this position. And this is kind of hard to explain, so I'm going to go into the monitor view once again. What I'm looking for here is there's this dark patch to the left, there's a dark patch to the right, and then there's the sword here. I want the sword hilt, which is where you hold the sword, to be in the very middle of the two dark patches. This is not super precise, so it's somewhere around here. You're going to leave the sword hilt in the lighter patch in between the two darker patches, right? Now you're going to hold straight forward and roll twice. 1, 2, and there you go. You enter domain without Zelda's Lullaby, right? So this is very useful. Even if you have ZL, it's a useful trick because you can save some decent amount of time not having to wait for the animation. If you're coming from down the river, what I do is I just enter the water, so I make sure I am in the right position, right? So you want to be like right in the middle here as you come out climbing. So right around. This is not exactly great. This is fine, I'd say. Now, in between the dark patches, hovers, hold forward, roll twice, there you go. Okay, so there you go. Very useful trick. If not for anything else, just save some time. Next up is going to be river upper standing piece of heart with nothing. This is the piece of heart right here. This one. So this piece of heart you can get with a chicken if you come as child. Let me go to the other view here. Okay. So you can get this piece of heart with a chicken, you can get it with hovers, or you can throw a boomerang and get it. But let's say you come from Lost Woods, right there, and you look over here and there's a very important item here. You don't have hovers, and you are as adult. What do? You leave, go child, get a chicken. You might do that, but it's a significant time loss. Because consider, you're going to have to save warp, go child, walk all the way to Zora River, and you might have bombs, let's imagine that. You get a chicken, you climb all the way, get the item. That is like 4 to 5 minutes that you're going to have to do. We don't want to do that, so what you can do is this. I have a description here. So we're going to target the wall next to the jump pad to ZD. What I mean by this is you're going to come right here, and then you target this wall, okay? Right. Now we're going to do one backflip, one side hop left, one neutral roll. All right. That's what I mean. Okay? So backflip, side hop left, neutral roll, and then you retarget. This is important, okay? So right side of the wall, backflip, side hop, neutral, retarget. There we go. Now what? Now we're going to do one neutral roll and ledge grab. Great stuff. Now you climb, retarget, neutral roll, which is target an ape, and now you hold back. Don't roll, just hold back. And I think I kind of missed the last part there, but the idea is generally this. I'm going to get it the second time. So let's do it again, faster now. So right side, target, backflip, side hop, neutral. You see, I didn't retarget fast enough, so I was still looking to the wall there. You don't want that. There we go. Now neutral, ledge grab, climb, neutral, hold back. There we go. See, this is kind of a hard setup to memorize, so what I do is whenever I need to do this, which is very infrequent, I have this notepad here. I just open up the instructions, I glance at them, and I execute. If you do this a couple times, you can sort of memorize what generally you want to do, and then execute. All right. Next trick is going to be the water gainer jump. Let's go there. It's in the water temple. So dungeons, water temple from lake. Right, I'm gonna have to talk to Ruto here, so I'm gonna fast forward so we save some time. Let's go. Iron boots. We're gonna find Ruto here. This is the practice room, so I have the animations and everything that you usually don't have in the randomizer. She talks quite a lot. That is for sure. That is for sure. Three places. Okay, there she goes. Finally, she's out of our face. Now we take off the irons and we go up. I'm talking about this hole right here on the wall there. I want to get that. Okay, so let's go. You go in here, you face, there's like 4 of the spiky enemies, you kill them, then you come out the wall. No, you come out the door. And now what you wanna, hang on, where's my, there we go. So now what you wanna do is get the key that is right below us, right? You have a couple options for that. So first of all, I'm gonna show the normal options, the easier options, that is. The first option is if you have iron boots and a Bombchus, only one. Let me save state here. Okay, so as you come out of the door here, let me change the scene real fast. Okay, so you come out of the door here. You're gonna pull out your Bombchus. This is kind of bad. I'm gonna let this go because I want to be more clear in my explanation. Let it explode. All right. You come out of the door. You pull out the Bombchus. You wait for 4 flashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it go. It exploded. Now you go into the water, you pull out your iron boots, which is obviously a lot less convenient to do here than the randomizer. You swim up to here with your irons, pull out your hookshot, shoot the chest and spam A. There you go, and then you can open it. Good stuff. Okay, but let's say you don't have irons, you don't have a Bombchus, you're doing this with goat scale, or generally you want to do something else. Right, the first thing you're going to do is play ZL here then. The water is going to go down. And now I'm going to save state again. Now if you have, now this can be chews, this can be bombs, doesn't matter really, but if you have hover boots, this is my preferred way of doing this, right? So just target the wall, turn right, and now you're going to walk over the gap, side hop while you're going through, and side hop right, and that's it. Right, so you go, side hop, pull out the bomb if you want to save some time. There you go. Pretty easy, right? Pretty easy. Okay. Now, what if you don't have... Oh, fuck, I didn't save state. That's my bad. Let's watch the water going down again. Okay, and now I save state. Okay, so what if you come up to here and you don't have, what is usually the case that I have to do this? I have iron boots or gold scale, but I don't have Bombchus and I don't have hovers. Normally what you would have to do is go do the other checks, and then you go to the middle pillar, you pull out the water to the middle part of the temple, you come back and do this check. So this is a lot of time, right? You can do the gainer jump. So let's go to the monitor view here and see the instructions. This is a bit complex, so let's go. First of all, you target the wooden pillar and turn around. So the wooden pillar I mean is this one here, okay? You're going to target it from this side and turn around. There we go. Now we're going to do one side hop right, one neutral roll, and retarget. So this. Now, you're going to do one backflip. I'm right here, okay? Just so you know where my mouse is. So you're going to do one backflip, one neutral roll, one side hop left. you're going to be targeting the whole time. So backflip, neutral, side hop. Now you should turn 90 degrees to the right. Now you hold target, you pause, you let go of target, hold left, spam A and unpause. And I'm going to explain the next part because this is kind of time sensitive. As you side hop, you're going to target a wall. You're going to have to retarget and keep spamming A. So let's go. Hold left, unpause, spam A, retarget, spam A. There you go. Now I'm here. Right? Basically what you have to do, you have to retarget the wall as you are falling. The idea is that. So let's do this one more time. Now, maybe a little faster. So first of all, you target the pillar, you turn around. Now, side hop right, neutral roll. Oops, that's my mistake. Retarget. Great stuff. Now backflip, side hop. Oh, sorry, neutral. Side hop left, turn. There we go. Now hold target, pause, let go of target, hold left, unpause, spam A, retarget right here. As you are falling, keep spamming A. And now you're right here. Right? So that is the gainer jump. I'm going to do it one more time. This is kind of missed the last backflip there. I kind of have to wait to do the side hop left. There we go. Now this. There we go. So this is one of the harder tricks, I'd say. So yeah, maybe this one you want to practice a little bit, right? I'm kind of missing this. I want to do the instant Bombchus explosion. It worked, alright. Alright, there we go. The instant Bombchus explosion, basically you're going to backflip, pull out the Bombchus and shield during the jump. There we go, and it explodes instantly. So this is like pretty useful, so you save some time. Don't have to wait for the Bombchus to explode. Alright, let's go. Goron City maze with hover boots. Wrong. This is... We want to warp to town, Goron City from trail. There we go. Right, now this is a useful trick if you don't have silvers or hammer. Maybe you have a Goron City, Way of the Hero, something like that. You do this maze, you need bombs for that, or choose, good stuff. And now you must have hovers, okay? And then you want to get that chest that's down there. You need, normally you need hammer, or you need silver gauntlets, right? So you can lift the rock. But if you have hovers, you can do this. You're going to climb the box, target this wall, walk all the way left, do 2 side hops, and now you're going to walk back, and at the very last moment, let me save state here, at the very last moment of your hover, you're going to backflip. This is kind of time sensitive, but it's really easy. If you fail, you can keep trying. So see, that was too late. So just simply climb back and try again. Target the wall. 1, 2, back walk, and there you go. Right? One thing that you have to keep in mind doing this trick is that you're kind of stuck here. Okay, you can't get out. So you must have. It's good for you to have a warp song coming out of here. Say you want to do Crater after you play Bolero, or if you have Sun Song. Now that is really good because when you play Sun Song, you re-enter the place from the previous entrance you used. So in this case, I was gonna re-enter Goron City from trail. So yeah, we gotta have an escape plan to do this. But really easy trick. Just time sensitive. Just target the wall. 1, 2, back walk, and backflip on the very end. All right. Pretty useful. Pretty useful. All right. Gerudo Valley create adult with Bombchus. Let's go. So this is in the overworld. It's in Gerudo Valley. I'm gonna come from the tent. So what is the place where you might want to use this trick? Well, the thing is, doing the Gerudo Valley checks, fucking hell, man, I didn't want to talk to this guy, but alas, we talked. And he does talk very slow. Alright, he finally stopped. Okay, so generally you want to do this place as kid, or you usually do this place as kid. You come from there, you get a chicken, you do the box down there, you know where it is, and then you come and do the waterfall. Alright, doing this is kind of slow, right? Because Gerudo Valley is very out of the way. Maybe you're trying to beeline other way of the hero places, and say you came here, like let's say GTG is way to hero. You just came out of GTG, maybe you did Hammer Rocks down there, there's nothing, and you never did Gerudo Valley. Well, what you can do is you save on GTG, like say before you do the maze, and then you come and do these block of checks. So Hammer Rocks, Box, and Waterfall as adults. And if there is nothing there, you go back to GTG, you simply reset your console and keep going from there. And if there's something here, then you can get the item and maybe walk back or use for ores, I don't know. You choose what you do. Right? The waterfall is pretty simple. You just jump there, get the waterfall, just come from an upper part there. It's all good. Now, the box is kind of hard because the box you can't reach without the chicken, right? So, what do you do then? Well, on my emulator, we sort of kind of can see the item there. It's a piece of heart. But obviously, that's not legal. So, how do you get the box? I have the instructions right here. You're going to align perpendicular with the canyon on the third black patch from the wall. So, what I mean is this. We have the wall right here. Now, this is one black patch, two black patches, third black patch. So, I want to be right here, and I want to be perpendicular. So, right around here, right? Be very careful because you can't ledge grab here. If you fall, you fall. You're fucked, alright? So you have to be careful. Don't go maybe too far. Now, next. I'm going to shield turn 90 degrees right, okay? There we go. Now, you're going to align first person sword hilt with the vertex between canyon walls. What I mean is this. There's a canyon wall right here. I'm showing you with the mouse, right? This canyon wall, and then there's this one. The vertex I'm looking for is this one. Okay, so I want my sword hilt, which is where I hold the sword, to be right on this vertex. So right around here, right? You see it's right there. Maybe a bit to the left, but generally this is pretty good. Now, you're going to pull up at you 1.5 flashes. This is kind of iffy on timing. And then you let go, right? So 1.5. Maybe that was 2. There we go. And then the box explodes and you can see what's in there. If it's an important item, I don't think you can get there with hovers. Like, let's do a little experiment here. Let me put on my hovers and oops. Well, you know, loot state. There we go. Fast forward. Okay. Hovers. Now, let me save state again, so I don't have to see the chicken animation. I don't think you can do this. Let's try. Yeah, you can't. It's too far. Let me pull up my sword first. Nah, it's too far. Let's try some other things. Or one other thing, really. What if you come from this side? Maybe you shoot a long shot there. Who knows? I don't think this is gonna be possible either, but this is the exploratory part of the video. You come here, and there actually is a grotto down here. Important on OoT Randomizer, and there's no way this is gonna work. Yeah. So absolutely you need the chicken to do the check, but hey, at least you know what item it is, right? So that is useful in and of itself. So that is Gerudo Valley Crate Adult with Bombchus. Now, Water Temple Dragon Statue without irons. Let's go. It's going to be in the Water Temple once again. Water Temple, lots of tricks it seems. Lots of tricks. From Lake, there we go. I'm going to take off my hovers here. I want to get to a particular place. Where's my state is not in a good position. Actually, the water is all the way down. This is pretty good. Right, let's go and fast forward here. So, thing is, you can do the dragon statue check from the beginning, as I'm doing here. You simply come here, equip irons, then you swim, then you hit this switch here. There's going to be a water that's going to come up. You go in the water there, put your iron boots, shoot the crystal, and there you go in there. But there's two caveats to this. First of all, this is really slow, as you have seen. I have to do a bunch of stuff. And there's a better segue into this check, which is coming from the river chest, which is up there. All right. So if you do all the other checks, finally you do Dark Link, you do river, and then from river you come down here. You actually cut down your water temple total time in terms of checks. Sure, maybe the boss key is here, and then you lost a bunch of time doing a bunch of checks you didn't need. That's possible. But if that's not the case, say it's on river, you actually gain time from doing things in this order. Okay. Second of all, maybe you're doing water temple with gold scale, in which case you don't have irons. You can't do this without iron boots. Okay. So what then? What you can do is do Dark Link, river, and then you are up there. Let's go. So in this case, you just did river chest right there, and then you come here, and here you are in the dragon room. I'm going to save state here to show you the trick. You can actually hit the statue there with a bow. And now you're going to align with this wall, side hop left, and start swimming. That is the general thing we're trying to do here. So you aim, you hit the crystal. There we go. Now I don't have iron, so I target, side hop, and swim. You have to be careful to not pull out the sword as I did there. Okay. So load state. There we go. That's the one thing you don't want to do. There we go. Now you target the wall, you side hop, and then you spam, swim, and there you go. So you can do this check without iron boots. In fact, you can do every single check in Water Temple without iron boots, except for the central pillar. That one you do need iron boots for, right? So this is pretty useful if you're doing Water Temple with gold scale. It has come in handy several times for me. Next up, Water Temple pixel shots. Now this is one that I don't use that frequently, but hey, it's good to have in your bag of tricks. So maybe you saw hints like Water Temple's way the hero. Okay, what do you do with that information? You wanna beeline here, right? You wanna see what checks are here and maybe get an item. But what if you don't have long shot and you don't have hover boots? In which case you cannot do the check right down there. First of all, let me kill the stalactites because they're gonna be a pain. There we go. So I'm talking about this check down here. You want to do that check, so you need. Let me fly there to better illustrate my case. So normally you shoot the eye, you shoot your long shot on the target there, or you hover through, and bam, you get the check. All right. What if you're doing water and you don't have either of those items? Say you have a hook shot and an iron boot. You leave the check behind? No. You can do this. Right, first of all, you're gonna obviously have your hook shot and the bow. You need a bow obviously to shoot the eye. And you want to be up there. There's two ways you can be up there. Actually, there's one way really. After you save quit, you can't have the water in the third level, right? Clearly, if the water is the third level, you're gonna be able to swim there, sure, but you can't do the check below us. You also can't shoot your hook shot there because you're gonna fall right through. So what do? You can come from the entrance here or somewhere else, and you get yourself to the second level. Now you're gonna come right around here and do a precise shot to the target up there and hold forward. Right? Maybe to the left here. I want to see the target a little better. You can also jump slash after. This is kind of precise. Right, there we go. Maybe I need to be a little bit closer. This is iffy. Like this is the part I don't like doing about this trick. See? I should have saved state. Okay, that's no problem. I can just hover there. This part is hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like getting to the third floor without the water in place is there's not, well, I don't have any setups. I just tried this really. Not gonna lie, this is the boring part of the trick. Let's get there. I have to show it though, because if you can't do this, the other parts are not gonna be useful. So there we go. Dang, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. All right, there we go. Let me save state here because I don't want to climb again. It's kind of boring to get here. As you guys can see, not the easiest trick by any stretch of the imagination. Especially getting up there is kind of a pain in the ass. There we go. Alright. So, clearly very easy, not really. But you have to aim at a precise spot on the target. And then you keep holding forward, or you can jump slash. Though jump slash I usually miss. And then you climb here. Alright, so you are in the 3rd floor. Very good. And the water is either in the 1st floor or the 2nd. Right, what do you do now? Let's see the instructions here. You're going to light up your sword hilt with the thinnest line of the wall. Okay. So what I mean by this, you're going to target, like, see I'm on the left side here, okay? I target the wall. And what I want is this. I have the mouse here. This is the thinnest line I'm talking about, okay? The leftmost line. I want my sword hilt to be right here. So I just hold it up against the wall and keep walking left until I have the right position that I want. Have to be careful because you might fall. So there we go. This is what I want. So now my sword hilt here is aligned with the thin line. Good stuff. Now what? Now you pull bow, turn around and shoot. So you pull the bow right here, no problem. You turn around and you shoot right there. You can't even see the eye, as you can see. Gonna save state here just so we don't waste any more time. But there's actually a pixel that you can get it. It's kind of by feel, okay? So if you have a couple arrows, you can keep trying. There we go. And now simply you hold forward and jump there. There we go. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna push the block here. And then you're going to have to do everything over again. You're going to shoot. Come up. Now fortunately, the second part is easy because there's a target here. So you actually just have to do the climb once, which is less bad, right? So you just shoot here. And now you do the same thing. You line up again. And then do the pixel shot, jump, and get the chest. Alright? So this way you can access this chest without hovers or long shot. I'm gonna be honest, it's not a trick that I use that much often, but it's useful to know for sure. And the final trick we're gonna see in this video is the Shadow Temple Bombchus statue. Now this is one that I have lost races because I didn't know how to do it. So yeah, this is an important one, I'd say. I would recommend you practice. So this I'm talking about is right as you get to the boss room. The only thing you actually need the bow for in Shadow Temple is to shoot these bombs here, right? To drop the statue and then access the boss. Obviously, if you have a long shot and Scarecrow, you can also go there, play the Scarecrow song, he's going to show up there, and then you shoot to the Scarecrow, get to the boss, alright? But on occasion, you want to do this out of logic when you still don't have a bow, but say Shadow Temple's way of the hero, and you want to come down here and explode these things. Now, what you can do is use Bombchus for this, but the setup is kind of complex, I'd say. Alright, let's go. I have the instructions right here. Now, align middle of hat with white line on 3rd row middle block. What do I mean by this? We have here 1st row blocks, 2nd row, 3rd row. Now, 3rd block, middle block is this one, right? This is the middle block. Okay. if you come really close, you see that there is sort of a white line here in the middle, okay? Now this is not precise at all, like I go by feel, but there is a wider patch here, a whiter patch. So what I do is I align Link with the middle of this white patch here. It's almost in the middle of the wall, you might say. Alright? So there we go. Now what? Now you're going to do one backflip and shield turn right. Backflip. There we go. Shield turn right. I can do it faster, just don't want to move at all for this. Now I'm going to do one side hop right, one neutral roll, one side hop left, one neutral roll, and retarget. There we go. So right, neutral, left, neutral, and during the neutral you retarget. So now you're looking, say southeast. Now what? Now you're going to do one neutral roll. Good stuff. Now you're going to go into first person, and you're going to aim the seam in between 50% magic and sword hilt. So what I mean by this is this. See your HUD here. The seam I mean is between the light wall and the dark wall. So there's the light wall, dark wall. The seam is the line. Okay? So I want the line to be in between your sword and your half magic. You're always going to have half magic because you do need magic to enter Shadow Temple. So this is an okay, and is an okay Q maybe. So this is right about it. Like I have magic here, 50% line, 50% and my sword. If you have 10 hearts, I have a better Q, which is the 10th heart, alright? So the 10th heart is right where you want. And obviously, if you have full magic, let me get into my inventory here. Quest items, is it quest items? I don't know, how do I put half magic, full magic here, 1 second. I think it's here. Magic cap, I think it's 30 that I put there. Oops, magic. Nope, 30 is too much clearly. 10. There we go. Now that is double magic. Very good. So if you have double magic, the Q is the end of the bar. Right? So right around here. Okay? So you want the line that divides the light part and the dark part in the 10th heart, or on the very end of your full magic, or 50% or 50-50 between your half magic and your sword hilt here. I understand this is not the best setup, but I mean, it's what I got. Now, what you're going to do is shield drop a 2. And there we go. I fucked up. So we're going to try that again. Let's go. Probably missed something here in the part. So, backflip. There we go. Now, this is the trick that I have the weakest setup for, in my opinion. Huh. You know what? Maybe it's this line. Hang on. Maybe I'm on the wrong line. I think my initial line was wrong. Yeah, it was wrong. Ooh, so close. So, as you clearly can see, it's not the most precise of tricks. There we go, I got it. Very nice. Did I save state? I didn't, but fine, we can warp again. Right, so I want to show that again because it's a hard trick, and my initial line was wrong, so I want to correct that. Okay, that is the only thing. I'm gonna put everything in full screen so you guys can see better as well. So let's go. The line that I referred to in the beginning was wrong. That was the only issue I had. So I'm talking about here is, let me get further back. We have first row, second row, third row, middle block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 middle block is this one. Now the white line that I'm talking about is this one right here. Okay, so I was kinda in the middle of the block here. This is not right. I mean this line here. Okay. You might say that it's like just left to the division between the third and the fourth block. So this is the divide, right? So you want to be just left of it, like right around here. Now the rest is fine. You align here. Now backflip, should turn. 1, 2, 1, 2. Retarget. 1. Get your choose. Now 50% in between the sword hilt and 50% magic, right around there. And there we go. Perfect. All right. So please forgive me. The initial setup, the initial position was incorrect, but all the other instructions are right. Like the backflip, shield turn, side hop right, neutral, side hop left, neutral, retarget, 1 neutral, and then you turn to the correct position and throw the 2. Like all that is fine. The only thing I had wrong is the initial position here, which would be right around here. Okay, this is where you want to be. Not here, where I initially said, but here. And there you go. Now you have your statue with choose. And that's it. There are a couple other advanced tricks that I wanted to show in this video. Some of these I didn't manage to practice or get consistently enough. For example, Fire Temple Pixel Shot, which allows you to get to the platform that you normally need PR without PR, but you need the long shot. I didn't get that quite consistently. Teleport Claim Check. This is basically you handing in the claim check to the big Goron after you warp into Crater with Bolero. I didn't manage to get that, so I've asked for your forgiveness on that one. Ice Cavern jumps. This is doing the jumps in the block room in Ice Cavern without any items. You just do some setups and do the jumps. There is one jump that I have semi-consistently that I can show you. Let's go there. But the other two I haven't, so yeah. Let me just spawn here a blue fire for me. And finally, before I show this, which is going to be the last part of the video, is the fast switch Baronade with Boomerang. That is not a hard trick, but I didn't manage to practice it before this video, so I mean it's probably going to be left for a future one. So we'll see that. Not doing this the most efficient way, it's just that I kind of want to get fast to the block room. So we see the jump, right? All right. Here we are. I'm gonna kill the bats. Let me get my bow. It's gonna make it easier. Please target. There we go. Finally, I just want to get rid of the bats because they really make things harder on us. So, you can do this with bomb jumps, right? I think I've shown this previously. If not, I'm going to do a nice Cavern video in the future. But basically, what you can do is just use your bombs to do a series of bomb jumps here and make your ice caverns a lot faster. Or just do a bomb jump. You can do it with the backflip technique, whatever you prefer, backflip. And there you go. You get to the platform. You can do this on that silver rupee over there. You can do it on this platform as well, and also on the exit platform, right? So there you go. Sure, but if you don't have bombs, what do you do? I've looked up a couple, let me save the state here, a couple techniques. I got it sometimes, but not nearly consistently enough. So the first one here, if I recall correctly, it's this fourth block here. I should turn. I don't quite remember. I think it's this. Yeah. Right, let's go. So the third block here should turn. I'm gonna try just once, right? And then you back walk and try to jump. Kind of like this, okay? He jumps and then he grabs. This one is like the worst jump for me. I never get it, so, well, whatever. The second jump here, this I got somewhat more consistently, but not nearly enough for me to try it in an actual run. Basically what you do, you're going to do 4 side hops left and then hold up right. The side hops have to be holding up left and not left itself. So this is like the caveat. And try it. Yeah, basically that, right? I'll try it like 2 more times. If I get, great. If I don't, we keep going. Basically that, right? The problem that I have is that not always do I hold to the platform. Maybe one more time. I'm almost getting it. I kind of want to get. Dang. Yeah, like I don't have a good grasp on this one. I'm sorry. It's basically 4 side hops and then you go. There's another setup that you can come from this block here. It's basically like 2 down and 1 right from the very edge of the platform. So 1 right and 2 down. You stand right in the middle of it. You will line your sword hilt right out at the end there, and then do the same thing, 1 side hop and hold upright. But once again, I don't have that very consistent. And the final one, this is one that let's see if I remember how to do it. Is this it? I think it is. Yeah, there we go. This one is really easy. This is the only one that I have consistency on. So basically you're going to target this side of the pillar here, shield turn right. Now you're going to simply hold Z and just get to this very corner here, okay? Don't let go of targets. Now you do 1 backflip and let him stop completely. Now you do 1 side hop to the right and hold up. Now this one is pretty easy, and if the bars were not there, would be able to climb. Okay, so this is the one jump that I feel like this one is pretty easy. You can do without much difficulty at all. The other 2, I don't know. I sometimes get them, sometimes I don't. So, I mean, there we go. Okay, and that's it from me. These are the advanced tricks that I wanted to show you today. I hope you enjoyed. If there are other advanced tricks that you would like me to show, and if I have the capability of executing them, which is not always the case, admittedly, please leave in the comments and I'll try to do so. And yeah, happy randomizing for all of you, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.